Hello, welcome to Keeping Up with Candidates. We got two candidates that are actually returning. If you can remember their faces, they were on another episode. Who do we have today, starting on the right?
My name's Ashley.
And my name's Alessia.
And today, I'm Jacob. And today we are ranking all of the year 2 courses that we've had in our teacher education program. One of the most popular videos, I think maybe even at this point, the most popular video is the original course ranking. So now we're going to try to, maybe we're going to try to top that one and provide some more in-depth information about the courses that we had. So based on last time, I've changed the criteria up a little bit. We've decided to do applicable, manageable, and engaging. So that's what we will be ranking the courses on. We're not talking about profs or anything like that or instructors. We're talking about the courses being applicable, manageable, and engaging.
First of all, after watching our episode multiple times back, is it applicable or applicable?
Tomato, tomato.
We gotta ask Lorraine.
I like applicable.
Applicable?
I like
Hold on.
How do we say applicable?
How does it work?
there.
Applicable.
Applicable!
Tomato, tomato. Which class should we start off with first? We got a lot of options.
Right here on our page, we have math 2. We can start with that.
All right, so we haven't taken math since the first year where we did a lot of Scratch.
Yes.
This year we did math, and it was a lot of unit planning and learning about a lot of strategies we can use in our classroom. Anything you guys want to add about that one? Initial thoughts on a ranking? Is it applicable?
In this class, we do a lot of group activities, group problem solving, which I really like, but I'm biased. I like math stuff. So I have a lot of fun doing that stuff.
Yeah.
And trying to solve those questions as a group. And it does kind of make me feel like I can use that stuff in my classroom, activities for the class. They are targeted to our age. They are pretty complicated what we actually do in the class. But it's making me feel like I know what to do in a class to engage students in a math class.
I find being in the class as well as we do a lot. Well, this week we had a tech week where we did a lot of 3D printing stuff.
fun.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And we've done a lot of they've shown us how to do some math escape rooms, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the one with the cat.
Yeah, and we get to do some of them. So I'd say the class is relatively engaging.
Yeah.
All of them are really manageable. So I think manageable, it's really good. And then applicable. I wish we had gotten some more concrete ways to do, I don't know, more stations-esque stuff. I wish I had more resources I could use, but I guess in our first year we talked about that a little bit.
I also do feel like a lot of these courses focus more on the junior aspect of things rather than the intermediate side of things, which I know there's a few of us at least in our cohort who are leaning towards teaching more intermediate. That includes grade 9 and 10, and I feel like we haven't gotten anything really for that end of the
If anything,
the
it's a
spectrum.
little. They throw a little extra on the end.
Yeah,
but-
a little sprinkle here and there.
So
but-
would we put it in S tier? Best class ever.
I would say I wouldn't put it below B, but I want to say maybe B plus or
I'd say
B.
just a solid 6-week course that's given us some math resources. It hasn't opened my mind to now I understand how to teach math like I thought it would.
Yeah.
Right,
There's just
right.
more math strategies that we had
Which
in
is
the
what
first
I would
year,
hope
so.
to expect from a class like that, and
Not crazy
unfortunately not.
revolutionary, but not bad.
Okay, what about the next course? What should we do next?
Language and Literacy 2 is up next.
Okay, we had that
was
one today,
This
actually.
morning course, yeah. So for this course, we had modules, weekly modules. You know what? I will actually give it to them. I did enjoy the setup of the module website, that Wix website that they made. I think it's really informative. There was a lot of good stuff on there. I liked the idea of giving us a huge list of subjects in literacy that we could then go and choose what we wanted to focus on week by week. I think that was really cool. There was a lot of cool stuff in there. There was the sports and literacy module that I found interesting. There was one on comic strips in the classroom, outside learning. What else? There's just a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily be taught in a lecture.
Right.
But it
Or
was
that
kind of-
wouldn't be covered in time.
Yeah,
Yes.
it wouldn't in time. So it really gives you a little bit more insight on extra that you can do in a literacy
So
class.
this course lets us do weekly modules that we had to do. And so during these weekly modules, we got to choose from an array of 30 topics, all sorted by different areas of your practice you'd want to improve. And so, for example, I chose controversial text because I know that's a little stress point for me. And so I did that one. I did a fun one about podcasting.
Oh yeah.
because why not? And so I really liked how I found the best learning in all of our classes. I even highlighted on the page there. The best learning in all of our classes are when we get to choose what we want to specialize in, and when we hear from others about how their experience was specializing in this, or their experience was in teaching this lesson, or I don't know, coming up with a cool way to include a kid who, for example, is dropping a pencil. Oh, and we tied it to the desk, and that worked out perfectly for my class. Like, that's genius.
Mm-hmm.
I love hearing what everybody else has to say about their stuff.
For sure.
That's
Their
what I feel like
priors.
those modules allowed us to do, was
Yeah.
really get a little bit of a deeper understanding into those topics, kind of specialize onto it, which we wouldn't be able to do in a regular class. So
The modules are like kind of time consuming, but like, yeah, I haven't, so then I kind of was just focused on that, but like now talking about it, like, yeah, I do actually enjoy doing them, and like I like being able to do what I want.
Yeah.
they do take a while, but I like them.
Yeah. And even I did one on differentiation, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, these modules are literally differentiation toward their interests. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I love
So true.
I love
Oh
the
my gosh,
modules.
yeah, you're-
Big
Student
brain,
choice.
big
Yeah,
brain.
student choice. There you go.
All right. Where should we put that in? I'm thinking like A or B.
I'd say A because
Yeah.
Very applicable because you can differentiate
Yeah.
it towards what you want it to be applicable to. Very manageable, and I think the class is
I think manageable.
Okay,
it's good. It's a good level of
Yeah.
being manageable, engaging. Yeah.
besides a couple times where we literally did, let's read a paragraph of text and find out what we could analyze from it. And I'm like, okay, that's a good example. I could do that in a class. And then we literally just did it for a half hour. I'm like,
Yeah.
we all have a degree. This is our 6th year of education.
Yeah.
Let's
We-
speed
we
through this
know.
part. But I'd say engaging, but
Yeah.
very
I think
applicable,
that
very
brings
manageable.
that brings it down to the A level.
I'd slide that one on over to A tier, and we'll get on the next one here.
Okay. The next one is inclusive classroom. I like this course.
I really like this
I
course.
very
yeah.
much enjoy this course.
I think first of all, it's applicable. What did we say it was? Applicable?
Applicable,
Applicable.
manageable, engaging.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of good stuff in this course. The one class that I really do want to highlight was the one where we had a guest speaker in, Michael. I don't know if your class had this because you have a different instructor than us.
All the classes met in the same room, and he gave us a speech.
They had it on
speech.
him on the same week that he came back for their class. Yeah.
So that was
Oh,
a day
perfect.
where there was really bad weather, so I didn't make it
Oh, okay.
into class. But I did join in on Zoom, and I'm so glad that I did because it was an amazing presentation.
Oh my god.
We had it in
I
person,
loved
and it was amazing too.
Yes, it was
yeah,
amazing.
it was so good. So for those of us, should we introduce him? We should shout him out.
You can shout him out.
It was in person, but she just wasn't on in person.
Well, yeah, you still
Yeah.
got the presentation though.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
there.
Like,
That's
I
why
was
it
in
so
person.
loud then, because I remember listening to it and hearing so many people clap and laugh, and I was like, "That's how big our class is." But did everyone?
They had all the inclusion classes from
But-
different days. And
Wait,
like,
no,
my
that's not
friends
what
from
happened.
Con Ed were
to-
there too.
That's not what happened with ours. Ours was just our class.
Oh,
Ours was just.
Maybe
our
they
class.
did multiple. We had like I was sitting beside my shout out Aaron, his girlfriend in Con Ed 6th year, so we definitely had some overlap in our presentation.
Okay, I see. For us, it was just our class.
Thanks, Mackenzie.
okay then.
Yeah.
I guess
Let
they
me
just
sit
really
beside
liked
you.
the presentation because it was loud.
Oh,
but
we did.
His Instagram is at Here's My Book,
Yeah.
and that was an incredible.
Probably the best presentation I've ever had.
Probably
I've ever
ever.
received.
in my entire
Ever.
life. Yeah.
And he sold books as well, and we got them because I think they were incredible resources for teaching kids to be like inclusive at recess. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds so simple, but when you hear the story or even hear about his presentations, it was excellent. His stories were amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I followed him and he followed me back, so amazing.
No way.
I'll have to follow him with this account and tag him.
Yeah.
Oh
I'll
my
clip
gosh,
this out.
yes.
I'll clip
Yes.
this
I'm
one
gonna
out.
shout us out.
He was so good. I literally, my cheeks were like hurting
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
smiling
it
and
was good.
laughing so much. It was such a good presentation. It was him and his dad. And they-
Amazing chemistry.
Oh my gosh.
So good. They were just
Their
bouncing off each
banter,
other.
yes.
Yeah, it was
They're
good.
like making fun of each other.
You're not
like,
the owner of Sobeys. Yes, I am. Okay.
Oh my goodness. And they said they've done like hundreds of presentations they present to like
To every single police officer that's graduated.
yeah,
within
the
last 7
Ontario Police School. I don't know what it's called.
years. Something in London. Police
Yes.
London. I don't know.
Yes, the graduates of the police academy like have all heard him speak because he goes every single year.
I think everyone should hear him speak.
100%.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So I would rank his presentation that week.
S
And
tier.
I'm gonna modify
Triple
this.
S.
That week of the inclusion class is S tier. I'm gonna, however, ironic, exclude that part and talk about everything else.
Okay.
What about everything else? We have a social capital plan, which is basically
Yeah.
coming up with a plan you can incorporate into your class, into your school, to make everyone feel welcome and get along and,
Yep.
you know.
And on top of that, we have case study
read.
discussions every week. I really enjoy these case studies. I think a lot of the times for readings in Teachers College, for me at least, I find it really hard to be engaged. But this textbook specifically, it's written in a way that it almost feels like those who we're reading about, it's a text to speech or a speech to text thing, because it's written exactly how they would have said it in real time. And I don't know, for some reason, I didn't really think that this would be the case, but I love it. I think it's so captivating, immediately gets my attention. It's such an easy read every week, and I think they're really, really good discussion starters, and I think we've learned a lot from that. You facilitate one, and then for the rest of the weeks, you participate in the discussion for them, and yeah, I enjoy them. I think they're really good.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm wrong, but like all of our other case studies, like in other courses, are good. But I think this is the only one where it's actually said by the person it's about.
Yeah.
Like
It's
they
basically like you're reading a Michael type speech of a different
Right.
participant.
Yeah,
Right?
Like-
you're right. I don't think we've had that before.
Yeah, like they are telling their own story, and you can hear everything from their perspective, and it just
love
like
that.
opens your understanding up so much more and makes you understand the importance
Yeah.
of that course and what we're learning.
Yeah, it kind of aligns with kind of what I figured out for second year, where the best things are when you hear about lived experience, you hear about people sharing their stories. That's what's now guiding us. We've got the fundamentals, and now we're just absorbing information from other people. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Exactly. Also, Alan, great guy.
yes, I agree with you guys. The conversations we have are amazing.
Yeah.
The stories we get to read are awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
That 1 week of Michael talking was excellent.
Incredible.
So I'd say overall, like A.
I want to say yes.
I want to say yes.
Thinking of the criteria. Applicable, 100%.
100%. Yeah.
Manageable, yeah.
I found it fine so
Yeah.
far. Yeah. Case
Yeah.
study per week.
And then like one group thing,
Yeah.
basically. And then engaging, for
Extremely engaging.
Yeah.
I want to say yes.
I want to say yes.
Okay, I would say A, but we'll middle it, and you guys can have the S tier.
Okay.
Put in an S.
Sick.
Nice compromise. Where is it?
But let's continue with another second year one that we've just been in. I think there's a couple left. Then we have the first semester ones.
Today we just had. Sorry. We can't do.
Today
Today-
we had our dance class, so that'll be the next one that we rate. And applicable? Question mark.
If you're a dance teacher, sure.
Dance
I
is
don't-
one of the arts. We had a drama class, we had a music class, and we had our dance class, and we had an art one.
Art.
Did I say
Visual
that?
arts.
Visual arts.
Visual
well.
arts, drama, music,
Music.
and dance.
Yep.
Those are the 4 that we've had. Honestly, for me, dance, I can tell there's some content you can use to kind of like drama. It's cross-curricularly very easy to implement things with dance.
Yeah.
However, I'm not sure how frequently you're going to have a pure dance block.
Right.
And then you're
Exactly.
incorporating all these 50 things of cross-curricular with geography. I think personally, when you have something like you're mainly teaching social studies, and then you incorporate secondarily dance, that's when it
Right.
works best. But if dance is the
Right.
primary thing, I think it kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
I agree.
I couldn't have said it better. I agree. Yeah.
Especially when we did some examples about like grade 9, 10, like chemistry dances, like sometimes it just felt a little
No
forced.
grade
and
9 is going to be dancing like a
Yeah.
carbohydrate. I'm just going to say that right
Yeah.
now. It's just not going to happen.
Dance
we
has
did
a place.
have to do that.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
we've got some. I'll insert some clips from our dance class in here too. But yeah, from an engaging point of view, it was engaging because
I was
the
engaged,
student
yeah.
created dances were amazing.
It
But
was
like
fun.
they're gonna be that in elementary and secondary too. If we're talking about the course applicability, I think it kind of falls apart. There's a time and place, but there's not too many times or too many places for it.
Right.
Manageable. we had to rush and do a summative project. Everybody presented today. We didn't have much time to work on that.
4 group presentations with like 8 people per group.
However, those dance projects were probably the best resources that have come out of the entire course.
You know
Yeah.
what? I do agree. Because
And then
it
engaging
felt, we
it.
set it up more like our drama class.
Yeah.
Which,
Yes.
not to compare the arts classes, but drama was just top tier. And the way we did our presentations really mimicked the way our drama class was set up. And so that's why I feel like today's class was my favorite out of them all. And I just really enjoyed it. We have so much fun doing
Yeah.
that, especially, yeah.
It was fun, and like we said before, like the way that it's structured in the class, I feel like we wouldn't in real life in
Yeah.
our classroom do it that way.
If we did the class for 6 weeks, I'm sure there's like 2 or 3 things that we can now for sure will use, but
Yeah.
the rest of it is
Yeah.
so.
Or we would like derive something
Yeah.
that we did do and change it in
It's
a
a
way.
good multimodal thing we have now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I would say B tier.
Yeah.
Low B.
It's
Low B.
it's enjoyable because you realize what
Dance
you're
is-
doing.
Dance is fun.
It's
a
fun.
fun subject. It's
And we all know each other.
Yep.
So we're just like laughing. It's a fun time. It's a good time. It's a
The
good time.
engagement from us to each other is probably what carried it a little bit.
For
So
sure.
Throw it in B, I guess. I think
Yeah,
it's fair.
I would say B. Next course, which one should we do?
Any other?
Drama.
this
What,
Should we do
semester
drama?
ones?
Because we have to do first and second semester.
Oh,
Second year.
Yeah.
drama is second. We didn't do second year courses. That was first year courses that we did.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
We did
Oh,
that in
wow.
second year. I
It
mean,
was a
in
year
first
ago.
year.
Oh my god.
No, literally.
It was a year
I
ago.
thought that was this year still. Okay.
No.
Wow. Crazy. Okay.
I mean, I guess this could be a good segue to talk about drama.
Yeah, talk about drama.
Ugh, guys.
S. Sorry, I'm just
Yes.
gonna right away S.
Oh my gosh.
Applicable, we found so many strategies that can interweave easily
So
with
easily.
Throughout
other
the
subjects.
subjects.
It was amazing. So many lessons that you can interweave, so much potential, so much like classroom
Yeah.
building abilities and bonding, and just it's so easy to bust out a drama
Yeah.
game or a
Oh,
drama
yeah.
activity.
Not to spoil it for anyone who's watching, but the first drama class that we had really set the stage, and I just thought, how could it get any better from here? Do you remember it?
It was
the
the bee
scientists
debate.
at work.
Oh,
Was
the
it? Yeah, the bee debate. Was that the
bees.
scientist one or
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Yes,
the
like
scientists-
there was all different groups.
Yeah.
though.
So should we explain that? Or?
Yeah.
So
Sure.
basically, she started off just by casually bringing up sort of ecological topics, and we started talking about the decline in bee population. And at first, we were all looking at each other, we're going, what is going on right now? We're talking about bees. But she started asking us more and more questions about it, and she goes, okay, so say it was up to you to solve the issue of the decline in the bee population. Who would you speak to? And we made a list. And we said scientists, we'd speak to farmers, we'd speak to beekeepers, blah, 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 blah. And she went, okay, I
Richard
want to
Attenborough.
And the bees, don't forget the bees themselves.
Hold on. Hold on.
Wait,
She said Richard
wait. Hold on. David.
Richard.
David.
It's Richard.
David.
Hold on, I'm getting there. Hold
Okay,
on.
okay.
She wanted us. She said, let's think a little bit deeper. Who else could you speak to if you were able to? And Greg, I think it was Greg, probably.
Probably.
He raised his hand and he goes, I'd speak to the bees. And she goes, amazing. And then someone else raised their hand and they go, well, I'd speak to the Lorax. And someone else said, I'd speak to David Attenborough because he's a very good, what's it called?
Narrator.
Spokesperson
Yeah.
for
And we're joking, but she
We're
writes these
joking
ideas
around.
on the
Oh,
board.
100%.
She's running around. She goes, okay, this group, you're the bees. This group, you're the beekeepers. You're the farmers. You're David Attenborough, all of you. And so then we had to assume the role of those characters and debate each other
Yeah.
in role.
That was
It was amazing.
It was
just-
amazing.
Yeah.
because when she was initially introducing it, we didn't know what was
No
going to
clue, yeah.
happen. And even me being so used to like actually doing science courses, like I was like, okay, who would in real life, who would you talk to? And then people
Yeah.
started being less serious.
Yeah.
And I
Thinking outside the
realized-
box, and that's
Yeah.
not something that we're used to doing, but
Yeah,
that's drama.
That's the point of this course.
Yeah.
Like we had to be out of the box.
Bee.
Ha.
But yeah, it was awesome. And then that first week was awesome, and then the second week was like, I forget exactly what we did, but it was even better. And the third week was even better than that. And then eventually we got to do our presentations where we got to basically recreate one of the lessons that she taught us in our own little way. And some people did murder mysteries. Like, it was awesome.
That was the best.
My group did
Insert picture.
Yeah, insert picture.
We have the picture of it, yeah.
My group did an invention convention where we were the sharks from Shark Tank.
Oh my god, I forgot
It was
about that.
amazing.
You came dressed up in your suits and
Suits
stuff.
and
That
stuff.
was so good.
And then I had done drama for 4 years. I might even want to be a drama teacher. Like, I've done plays. Me and Jess, who is also has a drama background, we knew a lot about drama, but we've never had those type of drama experiences.
Right.
Even like Hot Seat, where you're playing a character and people are grilling you with questions.
Yeah.
The ease of use with language cross-curricular. Put in an S.
Oh,
I
it's
already did.
it's
Okay,
been-
put in like
it's been an
quadruple
S.
S.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really good class.
But yeah, we can shout her out because of the amazing
out
above and beyond performance.
Suzanne.
Amazing above and beyond performance.
Shout out Suzanne.
Suzanne's
Amazing.
amazing.
10 out of 10.
Great.
Yes.
Love that girl.
Absolutely 10 out of 10.
She gave me a hug at the end of the class.
What a sweetheart. And
Amazing.
she loved us. She really loved us.
You could tell.
She would like say such nice things about us. It
Yeah.
was so sweet.
Not
It
to
was
brag,
so
she
sweet.
said that we were her favorite class. Yeah.
And honestly, we probably were.
We probably were.
Probably were.
I agree.
Yeah.
I second that
But
opinion.
yeah, be ready for drama. It's gonna be a blast.
Be ready for drama.
God, oh no.
Slide that one.
Anyways, let's do health and physical education next. Why are you laughing, Alessia?
All right, so if you are unfamiliar, health and physical education is commonly referred to as gym and health. So that class was very interesting. Do you want to go to the syllabus real quick so you can debrief me on it?
Yeah. So we had a small group teaching lesson, and we had a long range plan, and then course engagement.
There was like a scavenger hunt.
Right.
Do you
Yes.
remember that?
Yeah, so we had a scavenger hunt, which was basically on your own time, look through 20 resources and prove that you look through them and like put them in your back pocket, which is fine. Also, we'd have, I think it was 1 hour of the class. So occasionally,
Yeah.
I think we had it twice a week.
Yeah.
1 hour of the class would be in person. The next 2 hours would be in the gym, and then the next section of the class would be 3 hours. So Tuesday we'd have an hour class, 2 hours gym, and then like Friday or something we'd have 3 hours class.
Yeah.
So the gym part I thought was really
It was
fun.
So fun.
So
Got to
fun.
play a lot of
Honestly,
games.
I'm gonna miss that. That's probably gonna be one of the best memories I've had from Teachers College.
For sure.
And I'm so glad that she gave us a picture of us on the last day. I thought that was so sweet. I just had so much fun. Zoom in.
hold your hands out and I'll put it in between your hands there.
Oh wait.
There we go. Perfect. It's in there somewhere.
I just felt like a kid again. Not even
Totally.
a kid. I just felt like I was in my grade 9 gym class again. And it's different because it was like you were with your best friends. Like we were just having so much fun playing all these games. And I just remember, because my first placement, I didn't have phys ed. We did Rotary, and the other teacher took that. But in my second placement, I had to take over phys ed, and it was right after we had finished that course. If we didn't have that gym course, I don't think I would have known what to do in gym. We learned so many different activities,
Yes.
so many games. It was so
Even
good.
from doing camp, like I know a lot of camp games, but even some excellent ones, like instead of dodgeball, put a box in the middle and have
Yeah.
them throw
Yeah.
a ball against the box to
Yes.
like push to one side or the other.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know how creative these games could get.
Yeah, a lot of them are awesome and a
They're
lot of
really
resources
good.
too. Applicable, 100%.
Yeah.
Manageable. We had a really long, I think, unit plan we had to do,
That
which was a
unit
little
plan was
stressful.
rough.
And there was a bit of an instructional breakdown that we had there too, but we ended up getting through it. And then engaging, when we were in the gym, 10 out of 10.
Extremely.
So
You know what?
amazing.
I think the best part was that like when we were in the gym and we were part of other people's, like when other people were facilitating like their game or
We
whatever,
were their students.
we
Yeah.
didn't have to have our teacher brain on. We
was
were
so good.
like, yes, like you said, it was kind of
Yeah.
like we were kids again, and we could just like turn our brains off and just like,
Yeah.
you know,
Really gave you a taste of teaching because we turned into students in that moment.
Yeah.
We really did. We were being shushed by
Well-
our colleagues. Okay, relax.
I just remember one of the times I'm like bouncing around because I'm a little energetic sometimes, and then I get a tell later. Jess is telling me, it's like, oh yeah, a person said that if you were in his class, you'd be on the bench. I'm like, honestly, fair.
for sure, for sure.
But yeah, I thought it was awesome, and yeah, manageable. It's it was fine.
Everything,
engaging, yeah.
Everything
applicable, yeah.
but that unit plan was manageable, but that's just the way it is. Unit plans
Yeah.
are long, so.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of intramurals over the 6 years, hence the volleyball video, and it makes you realize being in that gym class, it's like, hey, this is how important like physical education is for people. Even I just dragged people to go play badminton that I've never seen play badminton in 6 years, and they're having a blast and they're all smiling. So
AKA me.
Including us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was
Maybe-
the score
maybe
again?
those two.
What was the score?
I think Alessia served 11 straight on Christina and Phil, so
No freaking way.
11-0.
Oh
fun.
my! Are you serious?
Yeah.
11-0. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Christina and Philip didn't stand a chance, but
Wait, we didn't. Did we?
did we put an
No,
A?
we didn't.
Oh.
A. I vote A.
I say S. I loved it. It was great for me. I don't know.
You know, I even heard some concurrent cohorts were in the gym for the full 3 hours in their
Oh.
class. So
I would have loved that.
if that happened, S. I say S then.
I say S.
I think S.
It was so fun.
Yeah. I was debating between A and S, but I think S.
And
Yeah.
these are also 6-week classes. So we're having condensed fun for 6 weeks straight.
Condensed
They're not-
fun.
If it was
That's a
12
great way
weeks
to
of
put it.
gym, maybe that would have been a little too much, but all our courses are 6 weeks, so I think
Yeah.
it works out perfectly
Yeah.
in my opinion. But
Yeah.
what we got next?
Are we gonna talk about cohort?
Yeah, just real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, cohort. Cohort this term is a little bit.
Wonky.
Because we have it not even every other week.
We have
It's
5 classes
5
total during the
classes.
whole year.
Yeah, and they're spread out between term 1 and term 2. So this term we had 2 cohort classes. That's it. Our
Yeah.
second one is next week.
This one's all about like OCT regulations,
Yeah.
and a group presents those. I put in like, I don't even know if we should grade it. Like it doesn't even.
It's cohort.
I feel like it doesn't
It's
really
just-
count. We could just put it in A, I guess.
Put an A.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. We got mixed up.
Oh.
There was 2 cohorts,
Okay.
and me and Ashley, I think, were in the first year cohort.
Yeah.
We were in one. Alessia was in the other one. You mentioned this in the video, actually. This year, for some reason, I think they had to add 20 extra candidates because of admission requirements from the province or something. So everybody got mixed around, and
don't know
Alessia
that
got
makes
shipped
sense.
off.
I got shipped away. I got switched to the other cohort, which I don't really get why that happened because there's some people who stayed, some people who didn't.
Seemed
so
like a randomizer.
It was definitely a randomizer, yeah.
kind of random. And we were told in first year that we were gonna have the same cohort.
That we would have the bond for
We
2
would have
years.
a bond for 2 years. We would
That
have
was the whole
same-
point.
That was the whole point of cohort. That's why we made those relationships with our practicum advisors, and then they switched it on us.
However, our classes are right beside each other, so there's been a lot of
they're,
saying
they're
hello.
literally right next.
And there's
door.
only 5 courses, but yeah,
Yeah.
they did kind of.
Yeah, so it's
sense.
not that big of a deal because again,
Yeah.
5 classes in a whole year, that's not much. You don't really see them that often.
Yeah.
But it was just odd. I really don't understand why it happened. I feel like there was a lot of confusion amongst all teacher candidates in consecutive and concurrent as to why that happened. And we did reach out and we did ask our questions about it, and I don't think anyone necessarily really got a straightforward answer.
No.
Yeah. I mean, out of the 3 of us, I was the only one who actually stayed with my original
Oh
one.
yeah, me and Jacob got
You
swapped.
both
So that's what I mean.
swapped.
Why couldn't we have just stayed
There's just 1 for
where
1.
we
I know.
exactly,
Maybe
like,
they
it
did a
just-
draft. Who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, we'll keep it at A, I guess. I guess it's applicable because we're learning about like our unions or like
Manageable.
You know,
It's easy breezy.
manageable,
Engaging is pretty
extremely
good too.
yeah. Yeah.
Well-
It's not. Yeah.
It's cohort at the end of the day. Like engagement is, oh well, it's only
Yeah,
3 hours
yeah.
once, 5 times
Again, it's
total.
nothing.
so-
Honestly, wish that we had cohort more this
Yeah.
term.
I agree.
I do. I really do. But
Especially after having second practicum and teaching more, and then prepping for third
Yeah.
practicum where we're gonna be 100% for like most of the time. I think.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to have more this semester.
Yeah, maybe replace it with replace research with it or something.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of which, let's talk about research.
I was actually
Research.
just on that
This
one.
So a
class
prerequisite
was-
to get into this program is to have a degree, an undergrad degree in something. Then you apply with your marks, at least we did. Now it's marks and Casper. For us, it was marks and experience profile. But you get into the program, and now in our second year, we're taking a research course, which basically lets us do a little mini planning for an inquiry project that we could do if we wanted to do in the future in like a master's of education or something. It's not saying we're going to get into a master's of education. It's just getting you to think about, if I did further education, I could do something like this.
my entire undergrad was doing annotated bibliographies.
So was mine, basically.
I don't understand why this course is a thing.
I think it's
That's
a
all I
great
have to say.
optional course. If it was optional, it's not, it's mandatory. I think it would be a great optional course for those that want to do a master's, and then you could start working on your ideas there. Stuff like that.
That would
Right?
be better for sure.
It just kind of seemed a little bit out of place.
And we just go there for 3 hours and it'd be a work period.
Yeah.
The whole 3 hours.
The
was just
absolute
working.
breaking point, though, was in like week 5 of the class when the instructor told us how to do APA citations, and we're in our 6th year of university, like,
Come on.
come on, man.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the instructor's fault. It was just how the class was set up, and you can't really
Yeah.
change that too much. But
The time that we had in class wasn't really used as
No.
well as it could have been.
no. So applicable, I'd say near 0. Manageable. It was still a lot of work,
it-
too.
It was
Yeah.
a good amount of work.
and
But the
engaging, it
fact-
gets like a 0.
The fact that you had all of that class time to work on it allowed it to be a little bit more manageable. But again, it's
Yeah.
like,
I
why
guess.
are we in class for 3 hours if we're just going to be...
I'd say it averages out to like C.
I was gonna say D, to be honest.
Put
But
it in D.
we
Put it in D. It should be an optional class in our
Yeah,
professional
it should be
opinion.
optional. But that has,
We'll provide
do it
feedback on the yearly course feedback that they
evals.
give us, so we'll let them know.
Next is law.
yes.
Law, okay, we also had individual case study facilitations and group facilitations each week, I think.
Yes,
it was.
somebody had to lead it each week.
Yeah, each week.
It was kind of similar to the inclusion class a little
Yeah.
bit, where you had a leader and then everybody else did their research on it
Yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the most applicable because it's not about teaching, it's about you as a professional and how you're going to manage everything. Like, for example, we found out what happens if a student does a complaint about you or a parent doesn't complain about you, and then you got to go through this whole process. And then we did some, even we had drama during that time, so people did some drama skits representing that scenario and how
Yeah.
it might go.
Yeah.
And
It was
I
yeah.
thought it was awesome.
It was really applicable. The case studies in that class were extremely interesting
Mm-hmm.
because it was about, I would say, extremely serious topics.
I could totally see any of these. They did happen.
They
I
did
could totally
happen,
see this
for
happening within
yeah.
the next like 5
They
years.
were real and they were very serious, and I think those are things that we need to be
Yeah.
exposed to
Yeah.
going into this
100%.
profession, because it could happen to you.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing that they taught us, that you never think that it's going to be you, but it could be.
Yeah.
And so you always, always, always have to act as if you are the parents.
Yeah.
In best interest of your students at all times. That should be the number one thing
On
your
loco
list.
parentis, I think is the.
In loco parentis.
In loco
yes.
parentis, yes.
This course was kind of like for our benefit as teachers and as professionals, and all of the other ones are kind of like for the students, you know, like doing our best for the students.
Yeah.
This one is kind of like, this
It's
is what you guys need to
your-
know
Yeah.
Yeah.
to keep yourself safe.
It wasn't how to teach math, how to teach this, how to.
Yeah.
It wasn't a how to teach law. It was you're in a teaching profession where there's high liability. You need to know all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I took all those slides, like they were so useful.
We went to a PD and they told us that teachers have more like regulations on the profession than nurses.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So
Insane.
it's
This
serious.
class should be 12 weeks
Yeah.
in first
I
year.
agree.
I
Or
agree.
maybe like somehow 12 weeks in second year I think would be useful, because
Yeah.
the law is big. So.
It is, yeah.
I'm not a lawmatician, but it's pretty big.
Law's going
sorry.
to.
I would say an S as well.
Yeah.
S. Shout
S.
Out. No, we can't shout him out. Never mind.
You can shout him out if it's positive.
Shout out Todd.
Shout out
W.
Todd.
Shout out Tony too. He was amazing.
Yeah, he told so many stories and he was very like,
You had Tony?
no, Todd.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Todd was
Same
really
class.
yeah. Todd was really good at like telling the stories in like an engaging way and like
Oh, there were quizzes in that class.
yeah.
That's a really big important thing that we are not used to in Teachers College. There
At
were
least it
weekly
wasn't
quizzes.
40% of our
Not
grade.
40%. It wasn't a 40% midterm / quiz, but there were weekly quizzes on the readings from the week before. They were fine. It's
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
do your readings.
Light work.
You're good. Light
They
work.
seem scary, but it's light work.
Yeah, you're good.
S.
S. All right, and now we're going to move on to the last one, practicum, our second practicum. Double S, triple S. Like, again,
'Cause
practicum is
again-
the most applicable thing
For
in
sure.
the world.
Of course.
Least manageable.
Least
Least
manageable. Oh my
manageable
gosh.
again.
Time
Yes.
again. Oh my god, guys. It was. Oh, it
Okay,
was-
applicable,
it's so
yes.
much.
Engaging, yes. Let's talk about manageable. Manageable, we had to do our lesson plans. You're supposed to do your lesson plans. And then
Supposed
you also
to.
had this year a log of professional practice, which is like 20 individual things. For example, I had a differentiation. Here's an example, and you'd have to put basically 20 examples. I think it was 29. 29
Something
examples
like
of
that.
things you taught.
Something that you did, and you had to either
Yeah.
explain what you did or take a picture of what you did, or insert your slides, insert your lesson plan that proved that you did that and you met that criteria in your
Yeah.
practicum. It was
It was
basically
a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
We were sort of, because again, we didn't have evaluations. Our practicum advisors did not come
Pass,
in
fail.
and evaluate us. It's pass fail. So that was their way of evaluating us and seeing, okay, did you or did you not have a successful practicum?
The applicability, I think, just takes it
100%.
to S
Yep.
regardless.
All right. And now we have ranked all of the courses, provided some input on most of them as well. The 6-week format, I think, benefits most of these. You don't run out of ideas too much.
Yeah.
You don't run out of they don't run out of content to teach us. And a lot of them, like law, maybe should be like extended because they're so useful and so applicable. But now we're gonna finish our classes in 2 weeks. We're gonna go into our 3rd practicum, which we will have ideally less lesson plans to do, less professional log stuff to do. Maybe they'll change that. So we just have to focus on teaching and doing the best we can and getting jobs. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And yeah,
We're done.
we're done.
We're all done.
Oh my god.
We've ranked all the classes we'll ever take unless they change the program.
Next week is our last week of classes forever.
Forever.
Being a student.
Yep.
This is
We're
crazy.
teachers now, guys. A year ago we weren't. Now we basically are.
Yeah, we basically are.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We got some great information out of here. These guys got a class in 2 minutes, so they gotta run. But the dedication is off the charts. So you guys want to say anything to the camera?
Oh, bye.
Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Yes. Thanks for talking. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully
Like,
this is useful.
subscribe,
Like, subscribe.
Follow.
Like, subscribe, follow. Shout out Michael for that and his dad for the awesome talk in the class. Thanks. Bye.